Hello everyone, this is a neutral switch, a neutral position switch used in Suzuki marine engines. In this case the model is DF300 from 2011, and the problem was that when with the ignition on, the controller beeps and the error is 4-2. If you check in the service manual or user manual, you'll find that 4-2 is related to crankshaft position sensor. And the first thing that you need to do after you take out the engine cover, you will find this plug in the back, right in the back of the engine. And if it is easy for you, you can put two wires like this and short the switch wiring, like to put it in neutral with these two wires when you make the short circuit. Okay, the ECM doesn't have a problem with this. You can short it like this and then put the ignition in off position and cycle it, and then to on position and try to start. Even if you have 4-2 error, you should be able to start the engine. This is happening because, let me turn off this light. If you look, see the schematic, the neutral switch is in number 2 position. Yes, this is the main switch, BCM, ECM, and 3 is to starter motor. Then when you put the ignition on, if the neutral switch have a problem like this one, because it's old, is not clicking anymore, just if you put a lot of pressure on it, I think this is the original part on this engine, if it's not working properly, you have an open circuit here, and the power does not go to the starter motor. When you put the ignition on and have 4-2, you will hear the pump, the fuel pump kicks on, but the power is not going to the starter. So the easy way to diagnose if is or not the switch is to put two wires or one wire between the wiring of this switch and try to start it, like was in this case. The original part is around $40, I believe. I replaced it and the problem was gone. And the position of the sensor, as you can see here, this is a schematic of the engine. If you take out the cover, you'll see here is the oil filter. This is the shift actuator. You need to remove it. It's easier to remove the shift actuator to get to the shift to the neutral sensor. You need to take out the shift actuator, and for this you need to take out the plastic that it's covering it. Okay, And after you take out the shift actuator, you'll see the shift position sensor, and the next one is the neutral switch, the one that you need to replace it. It's not such a complicated work. You need to pay attention to the schematic and put everything back. And the most important thing, I think, is all this work before you begin to take out even the engine cover. You need to take off the power complete. You need to disconnect. If you have a disconnector switch for the battery, you need to disconnect complete the power that comes to the engine. You need to take everything off. Because if you have the ignition on, or someone can put the ignition on, and then the shift actuator, when you take it out, it is possible to change the position, and then you need to use a computer, I believe, to readjust the correct position of the shift actuator. So best is to take off complete the power, to use the main switch of the battery to put it off the power, and then you can begin the work. You should begin to work to the engine. So the neutral switch is this one. This one is the shift position sensor. Our problem with this error code 4-2 is the neutral switch. You need to replace it. This one needs to be replaced.